Technology plays a very big role in our everyday lives these days. Many people use technology and gadgets for many purposes such as entertainment or work. However, negative perspectives have been set upon gadgets and technology, especially when it comes to the students' learning and the education. But can technology be really used effectively when it comes to a student's learning? For today's Intelize episode, we will be tackling the positive and negative effects of the integration of technology into the students' learning experience at APEC Schools Dasmariñas. We've tackled the modular learning of APEC Schools in our previous episode, a unique learning approach where studying is more focused on the students' independence. A big part of APEC Schools' learning modality is the use of gadgets, with the school being recognized as a Google reference school, which is recognized for its outstanding use of technology. We went to APEC Schools Dasmariñas to interview students about their experiences of the integration of technology when it comes to their learning. Okay, so today guys, we're here at APEC Schools Dasmariñas. We will be interviewing students and learning facilitators about their thoughts, experiences, and opinions, I guess, on the integration of technology in education. So let's go. How has it helped you, or did it hinder your learning process?
It actually helped my learning experience because it allows me to browse data that is helpful when I need to interpret something, or I need something that needs like parang second opinion, ganun.
Well, ganun na rin naman yung no, system ng APEC ngayon, mostly gadgets. So I think it's sa dati ko school din naman ganun, mostly on books and notebooks sa pag-notes. And after ko mag-transfer dito sa APEC, it has been really helpful to access information through gadgets, and nandun na rin lahat ng informations we needed. Tapos we can research more about the topic we need to learn about.
I think technology has helped me in my overall learning experience because it allowed me to save a lot of time because I just need to do quick Google searches for the information that I need. Contrary to back then where you would need to go to the library or go to a computer shop which was limited at the time in order to gain needed information. And on top of that, it's also very, very convenient because search times are fast on average internet speed.
We also asked students about their most beneficial technological tool, as well as the negative effects and challenges they faced using technology in their education.
For me, it's Google's because Google is so efficient and easy to use. So you can find anything you want on Google. There's so many sources on Google, so you can get the answer you want.
For me, Google is the most useful technological tool for me because everything is in Google. We could watch videos about topics in our class, and we can also research information. Yeah, that's all.
Personally, I find Wikipedia not really the most useful, but one that's very utilitarian in terms of gaining context for the topic. I use this context then to dig deeper into the topic, and at which point I usually use the top Google searches to gain the information that I need for my researches.
For me, yung negative effects ng paggamit ng gadget is yung nawawala na tayo ng enough time for ACADS, and mostly, like, parang nagiging addict na talaga sa gadgets. And yung way naman para maiwasan yung pagiging addict is practice na lang on yourself na kung paano mo i-maintain yung time out kapag paggagamit ka ng gadgets and through your ACADS.
Yes, as a social media user, I've been seeing a lot of fake news and frauds on social medias, mostly on Twitter, as it is like not mostly an app for safety app for students like me. And it is a big impact as it can cause a lot of things to our mental health.
One of the negative effects of technology in most students is it can be used as a tool for cyberbullying. And since people can be anonymous online, it can be a lot much harder to track who the real person is. And even if the account is banned, there's very few things that are stopping them from creating another account. So I think cyberbullying is one of those things that affects a lot of students.
So those were the interviews that we had with the students regarding their experience with the integration of technology when it comes to their education. Now that we have the perspective of the students on gadgets, we've interviewed some learning facilitators regarding this matter. So we asked the learning facilitators about the positive and negative effects of technology in the classroom and the measures they took in order to regulate these downsides.
As an LF, no, the ones that I have observed with regards to the negative effects of integration of technology in the studies of the students is that while they're using their technology or their devices during class hours, they are easily distracted. No? So that is the main disadvantage of using technology while learning. And sometimes, aside from distractions, some difficulties that they might encounter is the technical difficulties, no? Especially with the internet and with the availability of the websites or yung mga programs and software that they need in order for them to accomplish their tasks. So it's mostly on distraction and the availability of the resources plus the technicalities. Now, as an LF, of course, the first thing that we do is to call out those students and, keep telling them to focus on their tasks. But let's say that if you keep calling them out numerous times already, and if they still don't listen, they're still doing other things unrelated to their class tasks or class activities, that's the time when we can confiscate the devices. If possible, we will return it by the end of the session. Now, that is just the first measure. Now, let's say if the use of technology is really hindering their performance at school, that's the time when we can raise the concern to the admin as well as schedule for a parent-teacher conference so that we can create an action plan to modify that behavior of the student. Okay, so far that's it.
I can consider that technology plays a vital role in education. However, there is advantages and disadvantages. Advantages is, of course, we are very, we can access information easier, di ba? Using the different forms of social medias like the Google, also in Facebook. For the disadvantages, of course, I encountered like most of the students depends lang on the chat GPTs or sometimes plagiarism. Parang they don't know na how to use it properly, how to utilize the technologies properly. So for me, my measures there, I will not let my students to use their technology when I'm in class unless it is very important or it is needed. It's fine if they're gonna use Google or they're going to get information from the Google, but make sure that it is based on their understanding and comprehension.
We've heard from the learning facilitators and students about their experiences regarding the integration of technology into their educational experience. Many similar answers were shared throughout the interviews. Positive effects can be the wider reach for information and easier access to different kinds of learning tools and simpler education. But the downsides are the possible blows to focus and major distractions when learning. It gets really tempting to entertain yourself with gadgets instead of working, causing this negative effect. Dependencies can also be detrimental to an individual's long-term study life because of their comfort with technology, causing less effort when it comes to learning. Some students also share the negative effects of technology on students mentally, which includes cyberbullying and fraud, something that students are very vulnerable to. if not regulated. Now, is technology in education effective? Yes, it is, if regulated properly. Many things in learning or even in real life can work really well if it is used right, even despite the downsides.